What's up, everyone? South Florida Bourbon Guy here. In today's daily bit, I'm going to make a fall old fashioned. This is a recipe I came with on my own. I'll be sure to post the recipe in the comments below. You can make this at home. You can use almost any bourbon you want, but I'm going to call this one the Fall Harvest Ember. And the reason why I call it that name is because this is going to bring together the warm and fuzzy feelings of spiced cinnamon and apple and maple syrup, like you're sitting around a cozy campfire sometime between October and November, unless you live in South Florida where the only season we get is hot. But that's okay, we're gonna make do, and we're gonna show you how this drink is made. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smoke up my glass, because as you know, I love to smoke a lot of drinks. So I just got my torch here. I'm just gonna kind of place my glass over it, get that smoke going. By the time I'm done with the drink, that'll be ready to go. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my chocolate bitters. It's a little on the sweet side, but it's good because it's gonna balance the tardiness of the apple cider, which I'm gonna add in a minute. So a couple dashes of that. I'm using for this Jephthah Creed. This is a bourbon. Again, you got my shirt here. I got the tattoo on my arm. We already know that from previous videos, but I love the red bloody butcher corn, and every time I think of the fall, I think of this particular bourbon. So I got my 2-ounce pour here, Jephthah Creed. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this with a splash of apple cider. Spiced apple cider is a little tardier than the regular normal apple cider out there. Now, not too much. Now, here's what I did. Before I made this video, I took apple peels and I dried them and I put them in a glass with some Jephthah Creed and some maple syrup, and I infused them and I let it sit in my refrigerator for about 3 hours. You could probably drink it on itself, but I'm gonna hit it with a little dash of that, and there we go. That is pretty much the drink. Right now, I'm gonna give that a good mix. Now I'm pretty much ready to build my cocktail. Now here's what I do. Got a little smoke going on there. I got my ice cube. I like to use a square cube for this reason. Because remember, you can make this a punch, you can make this a drink. I cut some apple slices here. I kind of build my cocktail around it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my strainer. I'm gonna strain the drink nice and neat. And I'm gonna hit it with one more smoked little ice here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my dried apple chips. I kind of put those in there a little bit. And then I'm gonna take my cinnamon stick. I'm gonna just quickly toast up a cinnamon stick, pop it in there. There you have it. There's the Fall Harvest Ember. As always, thanks for following the South Florida Bourbon Guy.